If the President of the United States isn't held accountable for his actions, what's left to protect the cornerstone of American democracy? That's the question rattling the nation as new details emerge about Donald Trump's alleged attempts to overturn the 2020 election. Jack Smith's special counsel report, 140 pages packed with evidence, shows just how far the line between political speech and criminal intent was pushed. Did we witness a historical anomaly or a blueprint for undermining future elections? Smith's report states, Mr. Trump's words inspired his supporters to commit acts of physical violence. He used the word fight more than 10 times, enough to raise disturbing questions about his intentions. Yet, despite the fiery rhetoric, Donald Trump wasn't charged with incitement. The report reveals prosecutors couldn't prove he intended the full scope of the violence. Instead, they pursued other, more certain charges. Some argue this sets a precedent, where even a president can walk the legal tightrope and emerge unscathed. Meanwhile, some who stormed the Capitol claim they were acting on Trump's direction. Like thousands of others, I was just responding to the entreaties of my president. Another added, I trusted the president, and that was a big mistake. But were these sincere regrets or strategic defenses? Smith shows how Trump repeatedly pressed Mike Pence to override the election results, warning him hundreds of thousands would hate his guts if he refused. When Pence stood firm, the crowd soon chanted, "Hang Mike Pence."
Literally calling for the vice presidency effing hung. And Mark had responded something to the effect of, you heard him, Pat. He thinks Mike deserves it. He doesn't think they're doing anything wrong.
Are we comfortable with how close this came to unraveling our democratic process? Lost in the political theater are the 140 officers assaulted that day. Many left with unseen injuries like depression and PTSD. Survivors' guilt and shell shock still linger. Do we simply move on? Or should someone be held to account for this lasting damage? So, what now? Some say a president who dodges the law is no president, but a king. Others claim every official is judged by the same rules. In an age where even obvious guilt can become political spin, do we brace for more turmoil? Stay tuned, because we're just scratching the surface, and the next chapter could reshape our democracy forever.